Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn a TradingView indicator into an options trading bot so that you can automate your trading based on specific entries. In this video, we're going over how to do this with the MACD indicator. So again, this works if you're trading credit spreads, selling puts, selling strangles, iron condors, whatever type of options trading you want to do. So let's dive in. The first thing we need to do is to define when we want to enter a trade. So this right here is the MACD indicator. I have it on the bottom of my chart. You can pull it up by going to indicators and typing in MACD, MACD. But basically what it does is it shows us the low points in the market. You can see here this blue line, which is the MACD line. When it crosses above the orange line, we tend to see the market kind of have a push up. You can see here we pushed up here, we pushed up here, we pushed up here, all after these areas where the market drops. So what are we learning from this? Well, if we want to set up our entry to get in an ideal entry for a credit spread, to sell a put, or to do something like that that makes money when the market goes up, these are the best times to do it. So how can we actually automate that? Well, first thing we need to do is we need to set up an alert, an alert to trigger when our entry requirements are met. So again, we can do this with any type of setup to the downside for MACD or upside or anything we want to set it up. But for this example, I'm going to set it when the blue line crosses above this orange line, meaning that the market is now projected to move higher based on all our moving averages. So what I do here is I go to the conditions of the alert, I go to MACD, I set it to crossing up, and I want this MACD value to be the MACD, this meaning the blue line. I want the blue line to cross up, and I want it to cross up above the MACD signal line, which is the orange line. So I want the blue line to cross above the orange line, so that means MACD, the blue line, cross up above the signal line. That's when I'm going to signal an entry to trade this stock. And so again, I can do this, I can trigger this only once. I can trigger this once per bar, once per minute. Again, on the daily chart, it won't cross that often, so I can literally just set it up to once per bar, so once per day is kind of how that was structured, since this is a daily chart that I'm looking at right now. So once per day, if it breaks above, then I'm going to enter a credit spread, a sell put, whatever it is I want to do. So just like that, I have the entry requirement set up for the alert. Next thing I need to do is I need to set up my options bot so that it triggers whatever trade I want to do. I'm going to use the options auto trader because it's one of the most simple options bots around, and again, you can request access to it by clicking the button down below. But again, you just click on create an auto trader, connect your broker account, and then we can create an auto trader. So again, we could sell a put, we could do a 1-1-2 trade, we could sell strangles, sell calls, credit spreads, ratio spreads, iron condors, etc. Now for this example, I'll just do a credit spread trade, but again, you can put on whatever trade you want to put on once these entry requirements have been met. Again, the best ones are trades that take advantage of the market moving up, so that'd be sell puts, 1-1-2s, and credit spreads. So let's do a credit spread. Now, what am I going to trade the credit spread on? Well, this is how you typically set up your trade. How do you want to trade it? If I follow best practices, again, we're looking at SPY here, so I'll trade SPY, but we could also do this on futures or SPX if we wanted. So SPY, we can do a 45-day out trade, or if we want to make it a bit closer, do a faster trade, we can do 7 DTE or something like that. I'll just set up based on best practice. We'll do a 30 delta that we're going to sell that, and then buy the 25 delta. This is our credit spread level. Again, we're going to do advanced entry. We're not really going to set up the entry rules here because we've already defined it in the TradingView system. So we're just going to move here and we're going to enable it on the TradingView webhook, which means that it will only accept entries from TradingView. So again, that's what we're going to do. Save and continue that. Next, we define how do we want this trade to be managed. How do we want the options bot to manage this trade once it's been entered from the TradingView signal? So again, if we're following a typical Tasty Live approach, that's a 50% take profit, and then we could have a stop loss of something specific or early management of 21 days. This is typically average. This is the best way to trade a credit spread, but now that we're combining it with the trend and with direction, it's going to be even better. So again, we set that up. No stop loss. And then next we define is how much money do we want to trade with. Again, it's a credit spread, so we don't need much money, but I'll just use 1,000 here for this example. You can see here it's going to be about $500 of buying power, and will make me about $188. That's factoring in the the 50% take profit. So again, we'll have a decent return here, and our win rate should be pretty high. Why? Because we're already using a great strategy, which is 45 days out credit spread, but we're combining it with the trend. Cool, so I'm going to save this, I'm going to set it live, so save the auto trader, and there we go. Now we have this 45 DTE auto trader right here. What I want to do is I want to go into the auto trader, go into the settings, and they have right here my TradingView webhook secret. So I just got to click on copy URL, and for anyone who's going to try to copy mine, this will be changed by the time this video goes live. Anyways, you just copy that URL, you take that right here, and you post it into the webhook URL section. So let's recap what is happening here. We set up the settings to define when the MACD shows that the stock is going to start bouncing. So this example right here, when something like this crossover happens, showing that the market will go up, we will then trigger an alert that will send a signal to this URL, which will then trigger this 45 DTE credit spread to enter for us. It's going to enter automatically based on the entry rules that we set. Then it will manage the trade based on how we set. And then again, I'll be able to track everything from here. Like you can see here, it shows me how close I am to my take profit, how close I am to stop loss, when it'll expire, and I can see all the details about the trade and the performance in here. But just like that, in one simple system, you can literally automate any indicator on TradingView, but specifically with MACD. So my question is, when are you going to start applying this? Because guys, literally, if you're doing credit spreads now, they're a great approach when you do it like this, a 45-day out trade. But it's going to be even better if you trade it with the trend. The same thing with selling puts. If you sell puts on SPY, on SPX, on futures, you probably have a great win rate right now, but you can make it even better. You can profit faster and collect more credit if you sell puts when the market's down like this and you catch the move up. So guys, that's exactly how you integrate a TradingView indicator into the options auto trader system. And if you want to learn more, click the link down below. All right guys, see you in the next video.